contingent moving in for all your entertainment needs.
These Eldar seem really persistent. It is time to combine our forces.
My thoughts exactly.
Tell me more about these Eldar invaders.
They have arrived with a fairly substantial force, I'm afraid. Their Farseer will resort to his favorite tactics and use Wraith constructs to get to the data vault.
You sound like you know him very well.
Actually, we go way back. And in case you wondered, yes, his heartwarming visit is related to that unique person on your ship.
That is all classified. You should have informed me about the Farseer's information.
Have you ever tried making conversation with a Farseer? It's like interpreting a fever dream. I didn't even realize what his words meant at the time. Considering my history with the Conclave, I'm expecting an awkward conversation about the fate of the data vaults.
We might still have some time. Why did the Eldar invade this place?
They must think that they'll find something here they can use to save their craftsmen. You must not forget that the Eldari are a dying race, clinging to every shred of hope.
You're demonstrating almost alarming levels of empathy.
About you, but I could do with a stiff drink right now.
You seem quite flamboyant for an agent of the Holy Order.
What can I say? I have spent decades in disguise as the rogue trader captain of the good ship Storm Skipper. And certain things will rub off.
What? Exactly. Engagement skills?
I'm quite proud of my meticulous paperwork. And I can always find a great inn in any void port.
objective hasn't changed, Sergeant. You must protect the Alpha Pariah.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, I feel that we are wasting my potential here. But I will obey.
This is their target. This data vault stores classified inquisitorial records. Judging by the classification entries, the dossier on the Martyr investigation could also be here.
Try to locate the Martyr.
I'd rather put it this way. They have been definitely after the Alpha Pariah.
It's possible. It could be the most potent tool for cleansing their infested craft world.
Absolutely. Therefore, they will not retreat until their Farseer is dead.
Inquisitor Mercer,
Fate has brought us together again.
I wish we had met under different circumstances.
This is the path we must walk, and it ends here for one of us. Of the Infinity Circuit, you must know something. You could begin with the truth. We never wanted to harm that unique individual. We only wanted to take her to our craft world.
You wanted to cleanse your dying world?
That is our only purpose. And why did you need these Imperial archives? I have no interest in your petty secrets. But I saw that you would come. You, the key to the Anathema Ultima. The Harlequin warned us not to take this path, but we didn't have any choice. What can you tell me about the Harlequin? She cannot be trusted. She has her own agenda. She walks the seventh path. Her fate is linked to the Whispering One. I have answered your plea and launched a rescue operation to save you. You still owe me some answers about the Alpha Pariah.
I'll be completely honest with you. I can't answer your questions. Wait! Don't do anything impulsive. I know someone who can help you.
And who would that be?
A Harlequin. You'll be pleased to hear that you have already met her.
You are playing a dangerous game here, Inquisitor.
This is not a game, and we both know the Harlequins hold the key to many secrets. I'm talking about the fabled Black Library, of course. The source of all ancient and forbidden knowledge.
The existence of the library is known only to a few Eldar, and even fewer are allowed to enter.
The Harlequins are the exception. See? It was worth hearing me out.
I don't like the way you've set me up, Inquisitor, but I need answers. Do you happen to know where I can find this Harlequin?
As a matter of fact, I do. On the planet Loriarch.
The exterminated maiden world of Craftworld Tuathal?
One of the few truly charming corners of the subsector.
I can only imagine. That is my next destination, then.
Inquisitor. The world is crawling with Tyranids.
My main concern is not those Xenos, but another one in particular. Are you certain that the Harlequin will be here?
I am as much as one can be certain about Harlequins. But I know her, and I'm confident you'll meet her.
It is surprisingly quiet at the moment.
The Tyranids are hibernating, but trust me, your arrival will stir them up mightily.
A precise and surgical strike is what I need now. Send me the coordinates of the Harlequin.
There are 3 webway gates in the area. The Harlequin could be near any of them.
Still perplexed by the ferociousness of the Tyranids without their hive fleet.
It is indeed remarkable. The Xenos recognize the futility of a full-scale invasion and use the available biomass to infect as many planets as they could.
Still, eventually they were purged by the Imperium.
Not entirely. After the Tyranids had scattered their forces, isolated diaspores were able to survive eradication, mostly on the more backward planets. About plans extending beyond contact with the enemy?
Well, it happens. If the surgical strike does not work, we can always try brute force. Inquisitor Mercer, do you have any idea what the Harlequin is trying to achieve on an infested planet?
It used to be their world. I'd say the Eldar regard it as their world still. Harlequins are attracted to the sites of great tragedy.
What is so unique about this planet?
This used to be an Eldari maiden world, with a hub in the webway. Your escape is still intact.
So, you can dance between the webway and real space. Perfect hideout for a Harlequin.
For the Emperor!
cargo reconnaissance. The entire area is showing Tyranid activity on immense scale.
That might be problematic. Sounds like I have to face a Xenos army.
May I make a proposal? Why don't we recruit Noble Paradox, the pilot of the Crimson Wanderer again?
It is a sound idea, Captain, but he could be anywhere in the sector. Why the threat of the isolated Tyranid diaspores led the Adeptus Mechanicus to order Exterminatus.
Yes, that was the sad fate of this maiden world.
The current situation proves, though, that even an Exterminatus might not be enough.
What is more disturbing is that this proves that this particular hive mind acted like a highly intelligent being and used cold logic.
We must talk, Harlequin. Seriously this time. I have fought my way here.
No, human. You have barely started fighting. The true battle only begins now.
My tolerance for your riddles has not increased greatly since last time.
Still, you are exactly where you need to be. Not far from here, upon the plains of despair, where the towers no longer sing laments, lies the ruin of the Shrine of the Prophecy.
I've warned you about talking in riddles, haven't I?
Your kind call it the Viscerum Prophecy. That is where the corrupted wanderer, the one you call Uther Tiberius, followed the same visionary words.
Tell me about the shrine.
Why? You would not understand it. The shrine holds great power, which is why the Devourers are drawn to it. I will lead you there once the path is clear.
And if I refuse to play my part in your wicked theatrics?
Then the Nexus will open, and its purple gaze will fall upon your falling empire, Inquisitor.
You sound just as insane as I thought. However, I have an idea about that swarm.
I will join you in the endless dance of death after you have walked through fire and flames.
news. The Freeblade Knight is awaiting deployment against the Tyranids, and Sir Ambrose Caradoc is currently reciting the prayers of sacred recalibration in the hangar.
That zone is the epicenter of the infestation. He needs to be prepared.
sense of dedication, but focus on your mission. The threat you are about to face is immense. What else would a solitary knight seek, if not a relentless battle, and a victory against all the odds? The zone of your current engagement is swarming with Tyranids. I must also warn you about the venomous clouds obstructing large areas. Trust me and the Crimson Wanderer, my brother in battle. I am not your battle brother, sir, but I wish you a good fight. You must clear the entire area so the Inquisitor can proceed to the target location. fought the Tyranids only once. Rest assured, of all the filth in the galaxy, I hate those abominations.
are reporting new activity. The massacre has drawn out the Synapse creature as expected.
My experience in Xenos matters is limited to fighting them, Inquisitor. Is this development good or bad?
It is quite subjective, I'm afraid. You will be facing a truly monstrous creature. However, it also possesses a psychic power that unites the Tyranids of this swarm. So killing it makes them lose control.
That is great news! The more dangerous the opponent, the more glorious the victory! shrine you seek, Inquisitor.
Remind you that you have only gained temporary respite by eliminating the Synapse creature. The Tyranids are still unorganized, but soon another organism will replace the original Synapse creature.
I have no time to lose then. I must locate that Aldare shrine immediately. crystal, which has survived in Exterminatus. I wonder what it could contain.
The last act in this grand tragedy will soon unfold, human. Are you willing to take the stage?
I must warn you that to manipulate an Inquisitor is not the brightest idea.
Always so furious. So short-sighted. I am not your weak-willed subordinate.
Insolence. You have clearly betrayed me.
This stone once absorbed the soul of a seer, the greatest pathfinder in the Garden of Ever-Changing Roads. I need it. We need it to walk the seventh path. This is the first curio of fate I need.
Are you willing to cooperate?
On one condition.
What would that be?
You really, really need to survive your next battle. I've promised you answers, human. So, you will have your answers.
Did you lead me here on purpose?
I might have manipulated you to help me take the Spirit Stone from this scorched pit of despair our planet has become. Yes.
Did you lie about everything? The prophecy? The Alpha Pariah?
I cannot lie. My role forbids it. Your Inquisitor brother knows that. That's why you were sent here. Clever, clever Mercer. I weave my words too carefully for lies.
Enough of this. Do you know the answer to my question or not?
There is a place deep within the maze that spreads between the real space and the warp. And in the heart of that living, twisting labyrinth lies the Black Library.
You are stalling again. I'm losing patience with you, Eldar.
The library is a repository of forbidden knowledge, a vast collection of books still unwritten or lost forever. And I stole the prophecy from its darkest vaults.
You had it the entire time?
I told you I didn't lie. Take the prophecy. It is yours.
I swear that's the last time I deal with the Eldari. What do you make of this ancient prophecy, Magos?
The tech priest considers it pure Xenox nonsense. My opinion is more nuanced, but I can't see any practical use for it either.
You are being too harsh. The prophecy alludes to certain facts that we know are valid.
You are willing, then, to accept the existence of a million-year-old artifact created by a race long extinct that somehow had knowledge of the birth of beings like her?
Uther's research was based on ancient Fabricatus technology. The existence of the Alpha Pariah could easily be the result of this prophecy. In that case, the Pariah needs the artifact to control her powers and fulfill her true potential. Otherwise, she presents grave danger to everyone.
Do you have a destination for me?
I have faced some daunting tasks, but finding an unknown artifact created by a long-extinct race sounds impossible. The tech priest has scoured the available inquisitorial archive of classified data troves. Nothing.
Luckily, we have an acquaintance who knows his way around the system.
Are you referring to Nathaniel Grexus, the resourceful rogue trader captain with a shady past?
In his youth, Grexus made a fortune as a trader in Xenos relics. He has abandoned that particular career since then, but he must have kept his contacts.
I suppose you might have an idea as to his whereabouts.
We have exchanged messages recently. He was on his way to the mining world Arcadus.
Then we will follow him. He will surely be glad to see us.
sent out several Scryer skulls. We have a hit on Grexus.
And what is our old friend doing here exactly?
May I hazard a guess? Old Nathaniel Grexus must be quite busy with one of his suspicious deals.
This area is a hideout for rebellious deserters. Whatever he's doing here, I will most certainly not approve.
Are you willing to face an army of rebels?
They will have a chance to show penitence.
They had a chance to show penitence. Now they have left me no choice.
For the Emperor!
We have the pick feed from the Scryer skulls.
You have betrayed me, you filthy rat.
First, call me a rat again and I will break your jaw. Secondly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? An Imperial agent has landed in the zone. Tell me it was not you.
Don't you dare pin this on me, you scum.
Snitches like you deserve death. But we can use you as a hostage. That's what.
Great. Old Grexus is being, well, himself again.
I have no time to lose. are surprisingly well equipped for a group of simple deserters. Of Captain Grexus seem to dabble in promethium smuggling as well. These rebels have a shadowy benefactor with the moniker the Savant. That could be an important lead.
These rebels keep dealing in all sorts of dubious activities.
The increasing warp surges tore this sector apart for a very long time, fragmenting the largest aspect of the Tower regiment into separated entities. Those who were weak in faith fall into the abyss of power.
Recoil, unpleased!
Inquisitor! What a sight for sore eyes.
Not a remark I hear often, I must admit.
I bet. But you have saved my precious hide again. Praise the Emperor.
I had some pressing reasons to seek you out, Graxus.
I sense a recurring pattern here, Inquisitor. I'm always glad to help the Imperium. So tell me, Inquisitor, how can I assist the Imperium today?
I hear that you are an expert on Xenos relics.
Oh, well, I've only dabbled in the fine arts, unless you want to transport them unnoticed by Imperial authorities. Then I am definitely your man.
Let us pretend I didn't hear that. I am trying to locate a unique Xenos artifact.
In that case, I might know of someone who could be of help. They call him the Savant.
The shadowy figure behind your criminal friends.
Who said anything about friends? I was led to believe that they conduct legitimate business. Or misled, rather. That Savant, on the other hand, is far from a law-abiding citizen. He, or she, is running an operation dealing in black market Xenos art in the subsector.
And where could I find this Savant?
I have no idea. But I can lead you to the base of those despicable gentlemen you have just obliterated. Righteously, of course. They are business partners now.
I hope that your assumption is correct, and I will find information about the Savant's whereabouts there.
make these unworthy Imperial subjects reveal the location of the Savant.
I don't have time to deal with prisoners and interrogations.
Noospheric analysis shows various cogitators in the area, all properly cleansed and maintained.
Good suggestion. Those machines are probably being actively used by these rebels to conduct their operations. They might provide the information I need. Signal, really? You are too late. Next time I should act faster. Not faster. this machine does.
Still no data on the location of the person of interest. Located an infotone type fabricatus and requillery, though.
That unique term again. Well, what could you find out about them?
Data, sirs. Recently finished combing through the material. Warning. 99.9% speculation.
Give me a summary.
The fabricators were a Xenos race, confined to the Caligari sector. Extinct for several millions of standard years. Hypothesis, based on fabricators' archaeofragments. These Xenos tried to adapt Necron technology, with no significant result.
Machine does.
Business transaction and financial correspondence analyzed between local subjects and a person with the name tag Savant. Astra telepathic codes identify the system and the world where the messages originated.
Then we have what we're looking for. It's time to pay a visit to this Savant.
Be prepared for anything, Inquisitor. The Savant has a fearsome reputation in my circles.
Hopefully, the agents of the Orders have a similar reputation in your circles.
Recoil, unclean!
Did you verify the coordinates we had for that mysterious savant?
I did, Inquisitor. It is on Dvorgov, a quarantine world still infested by tyrannids which could spell trouble. Speaking of trouble, there is also an astropathic transmission for you from an Inquisitor of the Ordo Malleus.
I'm Inquisitor Corax, a demon hunter of the Ordo Malleus, and I require your immediate attention. We need your assistance in a most important matter. Find me on my stronghold in the Ventus system. Corax out.
Change of plans, Inquisitor?
No. If you ask me, the demon hunters are a secretive branch of the Inquisition, with an exaggerated sense of self-importance. Corax can wait. I must find the savant first.